Hello everyone, it's Lord Magicus. We're gonna stream some fucking Final Fight. This is a game on Super Nintendo I used to fucking own when I was a kid, and it was insanely hard. I actually just beat it for the first time a couple weeks ago, and ever since I finally managed to accomplish that, I decided I'd practice it and hopefully get good enough where I can beat it on a stream for people to see it. So we're going to see how that goes. Just give me 1 second. Need to get this guy. Since I finally managed. Alright. Alright, there we go. Maybe I'll get some people to heckle me while I'm doing this. So, alright, Final Fight. This game is actually really cool because originally I believe this was going to be a Street Fighter game. And the Final Fight series has had a very long and interesting relationship with Street Fighter. Now, a lot of the Final Fight characters are also in the Street Fighters franchise. So now you had like one series that ended up becoming the fighting game and one that ended up becoming the beat 'em up game. So there's a bunch of characters. Like I think Abigail has been added to the latest Street Fighter game as playable character, and I think he's like one of the biggest characters, like largest in the game. Yeah, the dude's like huge. But even in some of the other Street Fighter games, you could see like a lot of the Final Fight guys in the background. So I think like you see a bunch of them in like Marvel versus Capcom, I think is one of them. Yeah, you get some characters like I think Mike Hager is in it. Hager's my favorite. But in any case, alright, we're gonna play this shit. Here we go. So if you notice, the top scores I have set in here as Capcom and Guy as 1, 2, and 3. If you do that, you actually get to start with 5 continues instead of just 3, which that's the backup plan in case I die for some reason. So I'll let the intro play so anybody who's never seen it before can watch it. Yeah, this is Mayor of the City, Mike Hager. You don't fuck with him, he's a pro wrestler. Turned politician, so, I don't know. It's pretty cool. Yep. And now, here's Cody, who's our boyfriend, so... There is an options screen that you can get to change the number of lives you start with. From 5, I think you can change it up to 9, which is what I did. Cody is not as fast. He hits a little bit more I'm sorry, Cody hits faster but not as hard. Hager hits harder but slower. So, you see like you got your flying drop kick, spinning clothesline, which is a priority breaking move, but it takes health if you use it, so. Alright. Actually, give me 1 second. I just need to change something real quick. I'll make sure this window's on here. Alright, we're good. Oh, nope, we're good. Yeah, so level 1's pretty easy. You get extra lives, you can change the settings in that. 100,000 points, you get your first life. and then if you change the setting, you can actually get an extra life every 200,000 points thereafter. So getting points is really helpful. There are some settings I think where you can have it just one extra life for the whole game, or like an extra life at like every 1,000,000 points or something like that. So yeah, some of these enemies have, yeah, they all have like different attack patterns. The guys in like the trench coats, they don't usually have much health, but they hit you fast. The Axel dude, he is tough and takes a fair number of hits, and he can block, but he also is really strong. Yeah, these guys usually like to jab really quick and try to position themselves behind you. Makes them kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. Whereas you have like Jakes and Simmons and Brad and fuck, who's the other one? Yeah, those guys tend to they just, oh yeah, Doug, yeah. They just kind of meander towards you and will occasionally punch you. Oh, yeah, the fat dudes here, they charge. Hollywood will throw knives at you, and he also has an attack where he just leaps at you, flying with knives all over the fucking place. Nope. Food will heal you. Alright, here we go. Sid. Yeah, he jumps all over the place. You need to like try to position enemies so that you don't get surrounded. Because the last thing you want to do is just get beaten into a corner. Hopefully I can do this without fucking myself. Alright. This is the boss for this level. The health bar goes from like green to yellow. So yeah, I just did a pile driver in him. Here we go. Ready? And I got my first extra life. Now if I'm lucky, I'll be able to do this without actually losing a life, but normally in the first level I do lose one. Ideally, on the first continue, you should be able to try to get to at least the 4th stage, and then use a continue for the 4th stage, and then you should be able to get there at the end. Yeah, he has 3 phases, so after you hit him a little bit, he'll hop up in the wall. Yeah, the fire guys are insanely dangerous. Do not fuck with them. You will take tons of fire damage and probably die. But they have no health, so if you manage to kill them quickly enough and avoid the fire, yeah, you just have to hit them like one time. There we go. We did it. We beat the first stage without dying. Great. Excellent. Alright, stage 2. This is a good start. Yeah, Slash has the same kind of attack pattern as Axel. You can pick up weapons, so there are knives, there are katanas, and lead pipes. The lead pipe is probably the best weapon for Hager. Yeah, most of the time if you get hit while you're holding a weapon, it goes away. If you're lucky, sometimes you'll get a chance to pick it back up, but that's not usually the case. Alright, here we go. This guy is kind of a version of Andre the Giant. That's why his name is Andor. Yeah, he will attack you with charges, pile drivers. He'll pick you up and just throw you. He's really dangerous. All the Andors are fucking insanely dangerous, and you need to be very careful around them. They're like mini-bosses. There we go. Got slash. Yeah, slash will block your attack sometimes. So, alright. Your main goal should be to try to keep all the enemies on one side of you. Alright, eat the pizza. Because if you get surrounded, it gets a lot harder to deal with them all. There can only be 3 enemies on screen at any given moment, so that helps. They'll just... ah, shit. No, that was inevitably gonna happen. Yeah. If an enemy goes off screen, that's a chance for a different enemy to show up on the other side, so you gotta be careful with that. Yeah. Ondor is, like I said, very, very dangerous. He will charge. His attacks hurt a lot and can easily take more than half of your health bar in a single attack. And he can pile drive you, which will almost always just kill you instantly. Alright. You don't have to go necessarily as soon as the arrow beeps. You can just continue killing all the enemies that have just already spawned. Yeah, try not to get in the habit of using the spinning clothesline more than you have to. Only use it when you're getting punched most of the time, or you're about to get punched. Because taking a little bit of damage is better than taking a lot. Oh, that's terrible. Ow, fuck. Yeah, they can be a pain in the ass. See, like, I'm surrounded right now. And I'm getting my ass handed to me. I have a lot more enemies to kill before I have the next healing. Eek. Ugh. I'm just getting my ass fucking pounded. Yeah, you can interrupt the charge with the spinning clothesline. It will interrupt basically any attack. But it's like the only thing that does. And they are... Ondor is dangerous enough that you need to interrupt his attacks because they will just like kill you in almost one hit. And you also have to keep an eye on the knife-wielding maniacs. Because they have a lot of attacks like that that can just like rape you. Wow, I'm just getting fucking decimated right now. Yeah, you see if he did that shit. Cody can actually wield the knives and like attack with just a slashing motion, but Hager can only throw knives. So he gets more power, but he also does not have the versatility of wielding the knife the right way. Alright. Well, we're up to 6 lives, but that's still probably not good enough. Not unless I do really good on stage 3. I don't want to move the screen any further forward than I have to because I have this sitting up here. And the thing is, if the enemy hits you to the right, you will lose access to your meat. No, 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 no. Alright, good. We got basically a full life out of that meat. Alright, there we go. Time to fight the boss. This guy is dangerous. Usually lose a life or 2 on him. You gotta use your vertical space on him. Because he's a charger. And he will attack you with katanas, which will damage you insanely a lot. Yeah, see? Ugh. Don't bother with trying to pick up the katanas. Because, he will just go after you then. Ow. Fuck. Fuck! I couldn't hit him. He was invincible. Oh, no. Shit. There we go. Eat shit. I don't know if 4 lives is going to be enough for level 3, though. That's going to be real rough. I'll give him a... There's a cage match in the middle of the stage. It makes it very hard, but we'll try. Alright, but bonus game. Alright, so here's this guy's car. Alright. There we go. Just beat this guy's car into a bloody paste. This is the best part.
Oh my god.
The enemy just is crying. That's what you get, criminal scum. You don't have property rights here. Alright, I gotta watch behind me because there's gonna be an on-door. Actually, I think there's 2 here. Nope, nope, nope. Ow, fuck. Alright, good. That's better. If I can keep them both on the same side, then I can keep them from destroying me. Okay, there we go. Now we go into the club. If you're lucky, sometimes there's a food item in there, but not today, apparently. Using the backdrop is a very effective way of keeping all the enemies on one side of the screen, which is very important because you don't want them assaulting you from all different sides. You gotta be very careful with these fat fucks because they will charge you. Ow. Oh, that sucked. Alright. I don't know why that guy wasn't getting hit. Okay, well, this is one of the hardest parts of the game right here. The steel cage match. So your strategy has to be... Ah, fuck. No! I needed that. You have to stand over here and hit them with the ranged weapon and hopefully just avoid taking damage as much as possible. Because if you lose the access to the ranged weapon, it gets insanely hard to fucking defeat them. They can just like fucking wipe out entire health bars in like one attack. Alright, I did really well there, to be honest, so... Alright, we still got a pretty good shot at beating this level now. But yeah, if you like get one bad hit, like you're fucked. You can hit enemies who are just off the side of the screen as well. So it's worth noting that just because you can't see them, you can still punch them. And again, if you know that there's a bunch there, it's worth attacking like that. Alright. I don't want to stray too far from the free health, so... Always punch them once before you try to backdrop them so that there's less of a chance that they'll actually hit you and knock you out of the grapple. Uh-oh. Yeah, if you're surrounded like that, especially with like the J's and the Tupacs, you should just immediately clothesline so that they don't start wailing on you. Alright, these guys are annoying. They're hard to keep on one side of the screen because they can just leap over you. Okay. Alright, good. Alright, here's the boss. Corrupt police officer Eddie E., who I think was also in a Street Fighter game or something like that. I don't know. Try to just attack him mostly with grapples until he gets to a yellow health bar. Once he does, then the strategy is going to be way different. Yeah, see, now you cannot afford to dick around with him. Ignore everyone else. Because, yeah, that will happen. Yeah, you don't want him shooting bullets at you. Turns out that bullets are really dangerous to your health. So there we go. So we made it through the first 3 levels. Good, that's where we need to be. Now, on the arcade, there's actually a different level that is here. It's the Industrial Complex, but the SNES version does not have that level. The boss of that one is Roland, who I think is also in a Street Fighter game. So the trick here is that we are not going to finish this level with 3 lives. There's no fucking way that's happening. So, since we can't win with 3 lives, the best thing that we can do is make sure we don't gain the extra life for the 200,000 points until right before... Yeah, we'll stop hitting people right before we get to that point. So that'll be at 700,000 points. So the correct strategy is we want to get as close to 700,000 points as possible without dying, and then once we're there, just let the enemies kill us. That way, when we start the next continue for this level, we will have the extra life for it. So it's kind of like the continue is an extra power-up that even will start with 10 lives instead of just... Yeah, instead of just 9. Yeah, like I said, just got to be careful that you don't go over 700,000. Otherwise, it's going to be a huge pain in the ass. So we're at 91, so I can probably kill one more enemy. Alright, and this is about where I'm just going to let them kill me. Because if I kill too many more enemies, then I might actually get the life by accident, and I don't want to do that until I know for sure that I'm on my next continue. So, yep, we're just gonna die. One purpose. If you get close enough to an enemy, you automatically just grab them. Yeah, their primary method of attack is the charge attack, which they charge and kick. That's fine. The only thing that can break their charge is a well-placed flying kick. Like if you have like a ranged attack that hits them like a flying kick or a properly extended punch, then you can break them out of it. But usually you need to do the spinning clothesline for that. All right. So here we go. So now notice we're at 8 lives here, plus, you know, the one that we start with. And now we're up to 9 extra lives. So now I'm going to play a little bit more tightly. The boss of this level is Abigail, and he is extremely hard. You need as many lives as you can possibly have. Sometimes you can do okay against him, but his AI pattern is a little bit random, and you can easily get into a situation where Abigail's just pummeling you to death, and there's not much you can do about it. So, preserve our health as much as possible. Alright. Ah, shit, I jumped the wrong way. Alright. Ready? Pile driver. Pile drivers, I believe, are worth like the most points out of any of the attacks that you can do against these enemies. Ow. Fortunately, their charges aren't usually that bad. It's just that they knock you down, and you can easily get into a situation where you don't have recovery time to stand back up safely. Alright, here's Andor. He has an Andor Jr. that's going to assist him. Yep. You don't want to pick up the knife in the middle of accidentally trying to do a triple punch. So typically if I see a knife, I will try to just throw them away so that they don't interrupt me. Alright, we got a katana. See how long that lasts for. Alright, there's going to be some rolling barrels, so we gotta be able to do that immediately. There we go. Game lagged a little bit. Oh no! Alright, well we missed the free points. We get to keep the katana though, that's surprising. And there is a meat here, so we're gonna wait until we kill all these enemies and then pick it up. Alright. Get it before we actually die. You don't want to get greedy. Alright. Excellent. That went about as well as could have been hoped for, so... Alright. So that was the first half of the level, so... You have this little bathroom area. Oh. You gotta be real careful here because you're gonna get assaulted by a deadly combination of slashes and two P's and J's. And yeah, they can hurt you real bad. And I have no health left, so I can't use my spinning clothesline anymore. So I gotta be real... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, out of moves. They can do an insane amount of damage, and they can block, so... Combining them with the quick attacking enemies is really scary sometimes. Alright. They will advance on you if your back is turned, otherwise they'll try to like keep their distance. So typically you have to like turn away from them, let them walk up to you, and then turn back really quick to try to punch them. But yeah, you can also kind of like punch lock them if you throw them onto the ground and then get them while they're recovering from it. There's no reason to be fair to these guys. They're not going to be fair to you. You can also go over 10 lives. The counter will not show it on the screen, but yes, you can have more than... If you go up one more life from here, it'll actually be at 10, so... it's worth noting that it's not useless to gain extra lives. Alright, here we go. This is the last third of the level. This is insane. There's lots of ridiculous, like, torrent of enemies of all types. Alright, here we got SIDS. Okay. I love this music for this level, by the way. Alright, fire, guys. Now, just be careful not to let the fire hit you, because you'll take an insane amount of damage for that. You can, if you punch them right away, you can hit the fire, and you can actually punch the little fire stick away. But it's hard to do, so your best bet is to backdrop them the opposite direction from where you're trying to move to safety, so... Because they will usually come in at all elevations, and the flames have a pretty big radius as to where they're going to hit, so... Alright, now it's the knife time. They have the crazy swooping attack. They can throw knives. They can also... They have a sliding kick. These guys are a huge pain in the ass. Plus, they can just, like, regular stab you. And the fact that they drop knives is actually a bad thing here, because you'll accidentally pick them up and it'll interrupt you from the combos that you're trying to execute. Which is why, like there, I had to do the clothesline to keep them from stabbing me. If you're quick, you can punch the knife out of the air. But again, that's kind of luck. So far, I've been doing a pretty damn good job at keeping them together so that they don't gang up on me. Alright. Sure, we'll take it. Why not? We'll throw it as soon as possible. A little bit of lag here. I don't know why this part of the game always lags. I think it's because of these barrels. The strongest attack that he has is the one where if you hold him and you just like start beating them against your head, it'll do the most damage. But it also leaves you very vulnerable to getting attacked by other enemies. And sometimes you will just randomly drop him for so. Pick up the meat. Alright, good. Alright, next wave. So you can see it's kind of turning to daylight as we're walking across. It's a neat little background effect. So it makes it look like we've been fighting all through the night in here. Yeah, we're almost at the boss. Uh-oh. Alright. Sometimes there is a katana there, and it helps if you have it because it makes the boss fight a lot easier. But there will be no katanas today. But we still have 8 lives going into this fight, which is pretty damn good. Alright. Here's the Statue of Liberty in the background. As soon as you see this way out sign, that's the end of the level here. So, alright, watch out for him. Do not let him get too close to you because almost every attack that you do is interruptible. The red attack is great because you can easily attack him back while he's doing it. But if he's not using the red charge attack, then you're kind of fucked. Because anything you do to get close to him is going to result in him just attacking you. You can spinning clothesline him, and that's about it. Now, if there's other enemies on the screen, you can pile drive him, or pile drive an enemy into him to hit him without getting attacked. But yeah, like, the flying kick is good when, oh shit, now that was terrible. Yeah, when he's charging you, the flying kick can hit him for a lot of damage. Yeah, there's not much, like, once you get too close to you, then you can't really do much about it. You want him to just keep attacking you with the charge. You do not let him get too close, because once he does, it's terrible. This is what you want. Get a setup like this where there's distance so he can keep repeating this attack, because you can flying kick it and not take damage that way. And just rinse and repeat. Otherwise, you kind of have to just get lucky with the hits. I mean, it is possible to punch him, but it's really, the timing is really hard to get right on it. If you have the katana, this is a lot easier too, because the katana's ranged and can get out of range of his throwing. Alright. Oh, shit. Nope. Come on, right. There we go. Alright. It's close. He only has, like, one more health bar. Ah, fuck. That was a double hit. Alright, well, once you respawn, then yeah, you can grab him like that. Use your invincibility. One more should do it. Ow, no, that was greed. That was way too early. Ha! Get shit. Get fucked. Alright, Abigail. You're the toughest Ondor out there, but it wasn't tough enough. This minigame is extremely hard. You have, like, exactly enough time to do this. You have to be lined up, like, perfectly with where these windows are. Otherwise, when you hit them, they'll just spin. Shit, I didn't quite get there. Yeah, I don't know why the timing is so tight on that. You can win with like 0 seconds left, but that's it. Be careful, there are barrels that are going to be right here. I'm going to try to stay over here where the healing items are. I don't want to get... Oops, I hit start. Honestly, I'm probably not going to get there with this many lives, but we'll just go as deep as we can with 4, since we still have some continues left anyway. It's a little bit early to call it quits. I mean, it's not impossible to get through this level with this many, so we'll try. And we'll get at least 400,000 points from now anyway. Should be at least pretty close. We can get 2 extra lives, so... It's not like we're gonna fuck ourselves from starting with the extra life on the next continue. Yeah, 4 lives will be enough to get us far enough where, like I said, the 400,000 points from now. We will easily make it to 1,500,000 points before we die, so... That way I can kind of refresh myself on the layout of this level. This is the last level of this game. Alright. The next enemy to die should give us the extra life. Ah, fuck, his charge broke me. Alright. So yeah. See how far we get like this. No. You can break his pile driver if you spinning clothesline just fast enough. Oh no, this is not the situation you want to be in with two Ondors like on either side of you. Alright. Alright, don't get greedy, just let him walk into your punches. Don't be too far away, it might encourage him to charge at you. Alright, it did block his charge with a punch, but that was kind of luck. Okay, so this is section 2 of 3. Well, actually, no, section 2 of 4. Alright. Yeah, you gotta be very diligent about blocking their charges because they will fuck you up. That's why, like, I will just flying drop kick him every now and then just to keep him off of charging me. No. Ah, fuck, no. The same bad situation. You do not want Andors on either side of you. Yeah, that's terrible. No. Let's let him get back on the screen. Okay. There'll be a lot of these guys here. So positioning yourself is super important so they don't like gang up on you and just start like throwing endless waves of punches that you can't avoid. You gotta keep yourself very close up to them so that you can attack them. Oh no. See, that fire was like... One of the things that sucks about the flames is that, like I said, the radius in them is extremely large, so even though he threw it kind of near the bottom of the screen, it still was vertically high enough to hit me at the top. Ah, nose is itchy. Sometimes you just want to hold them for a little while so you can use them to dodge the other flames. You can just wait for the fires to burn so that way when you drop them, their fire doesn't really matter that much. Alright, not too bad. Alright, this is section 3 of 4. I think though once I get close to 500 or 1,500,000, I'm just gonna let them kill me. Because 2 lives is not going to be enough for the last corridor. I don't feel comfortable trying to go for it there. Yeah, see, that was a situation where I picked the knife up and I did not want to do that. Ow. We're getting kind of close. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna just let everything from here on out, the next enemy, I'm just gonna let him kill me. Because I don't want to get the extra life. I don't think I can reasonably finish it on, you know, just 2 lives, so we'll start with a fresh 10. Alright. There we go. We still have 3 credits. Alright, so here we go. We're going to go for it here. No, I did not want to jump. I wanted to spinning clothesline that. Which is terrible because I took a bunch of damage I didn't need to take. Which is going to make this extra life worth a lot less now. Now, if I can make it to the pot roast and not take a bunch of extra damage, then that'll help. Ooh. 3 healing items out of this one was good. That negated a lot of the mistake that we made. Okay, well, we didn't make a mistake. I made a mistake. Yeah, let's not use this fucking royal we. Alright. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Okay. The backdrop and the pile driver, when they're on their yellow health, will take about half of their health that's remaining. So sometimes the pile driver is more effective and deals more damage than the actual punches do. Also, if you pick up health in your food and your health bar is full, the restorative items will just give you extra points. So it actually, yeah, it's still worth picking them up even if you don't need to, because they still put you closer to, in that case, actually getting extra lives. Surprised Ondor hasn't shown up. There he is. Ow. That's fine. Alright. No. Alright, that could have been much worse. Yeah, you don't want him just standing around trying to get ideas, because then he'll start charging. I'm going to keep him at a distance and just punch him, and then let him walk towards you and just punch him again. It's the safest way to do it. And then if he does charge, then hopefully you can either interrupt it with a punch or a spinning clothesline. Alright. This part is always tough because you have to, like, do this immediately. you will take like hits here. It's just really hard not to. If you're lucky, sometimes you can actually move the screen up far enough where the other enemies run off screen to the left enough that the game just effectively forgets that they're there. So you don't actually have to kill them all. And I think that might have happened with the 2 charging guys. Yeah, we're gonna get to advance, even though they ran off screen too far and we advanced it, so. Okay. There we go. Now they're all on the same side, so our punches will hit all 3 at the same time. Which is what you want. Let your fists do all the work. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. He's dead. Fire guys. They're up right after this. Ow! Oh shit, I couldn't get off the spinning clothesline fast enough. Alright, now the fire guys. Nope, nope. Alright. There we go. Successfully avoided getting on fire. Yeah, see, that backdrop took out like half his health bar. But they get progressively worse, so that's why you kind of got... At some point you have to rely on the punches to just finish them off. The pile drivers are nice because you're immune to damage while you're performing it. When you first start doing it, though, you can be knocked out of it, but once you're in the air, you're safe. So you can kind of avoid enemies and obstacles on the ground while that's happening, which is helpful. So that's why sometimes you want to like try to just pick up the guy and pile drive over the fire. Alright, yeah, we're in a much better spot now. 8 extra lives plus, you know, the one we have. Alright. Ow. Did you just stab me? Ah, shit, I didn't hear him coming. Hold on, can I get them? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, don't let the chandeliers fall on you. You will take damage from that, so... Alright, curry. So we're good. Navigated that area without losing any health. Thanks to our liberal use of the healing items. These barrels will sometimes have like lead pipes and katanas in them. So just hope for good pulls. Because the katanas help a lot in this next area. There are some Ondors that you need to worry about. There we go. Alright. You gotta... There's some more rolling barrels. So now, if you can just keep them at range like this, and do yourself a lot of favors so you don't get ganged up on. No! Alright, well, that was doomed for failure. I don't want to eat the roast until I need it. Just in case he gets another hit on me. Ow. I got greedy. I let him go out of the combo because I wanted to pick him up and try to beat his face on my face. Ooh. Katana. Damn it, and I get punched out of my hands like immediately. Fuck you, Jay. Alright, Wong might just get left back there, which hopefully he does. We don't have to deal with this charge. Nope, he followed us. Alright. Yep, now we got a bunch more knife guys. No! Damn it, I got stabbed. Grapes. Grapes are good. That barrel doesn't always have anything in it, so that helps. There are some barrels that almost always have an item in them. Some of them, like, you know, some percentage of the time they do. And some that are just, like, total crapshoots, so... You take what you can get from these things. Alright. This is the end of this hallway over here. Yeah, vitamins don't really give you much, but hey, any little bit helps. Alright, this area is kind of tough. You will get assaulted from both sides here, because these guys like to keep jumping all around and makes it hard to keep everything over to one side. And you have knife guys that are going to jump in here, and yeah, they're also hard to keep on the left. Then there'll be a fire brigade. Overall, we're doing pretty good, though. Oh, shit. We got an extra life, but we died immediately, so, Ow. Yeah, that attack sucked. He's trying to back me into a corner. You gotta pick up the knives every now and then so they don't interrupt your combo. But you don't want to, like, let them run too long, or otherwise then they might just flying knife attack you. Alright. This is the last corridor of the game. Behind these pillars, every other one has healing items, and then the other ones have points. So I'm going to fight as many enemies as I can, because I know there's like a healing item right behind this one. You can't see it, but it's there. It'll restore like most of my health bar. Or I think it's a pot roast, so it'll be a full restore. Alright, we're gonna use it. They're barbecue, that's what they call it. I just call them the pot roast because they just remind me of Castlevania too much. Alright, I think this one is food. No, diamond. Next one is food. Alright. I believe this is a pizza. So it'll be... It's like the second best one. Oh, shit. Yeah, he just did too much damage before I could actually, like, even attempt to get the healing item. Alright, well, pick it up for the points, I guess. Yeah, that one's a diamond, so I think this one... There's a curry. Oops. Oh god. Alright, well, we managed to preserve our health with that. Alright. Ow. Alright. If I can keep them all on the right side, then I'll be okay. There's not much further to go. Okay. Alright, second to last room. Just keep the Ondors occupied and you'll be fine. This game is lagging just a little bit. Okay. Ow. Need to get the meat. Alright. I think this is the... Yep. This should be it. Alright, now we're gonna fight the final boss. Here we go. Ready? Belger. He's in a wheelchair, so you have to pick him up, grab him so that you don't hit Jessica. He fires crossbow bolts, so do not stay in his direct line of fire. Your best bet is you want to approach him vertically, and you want to just throw him. And for the most part, try to ignore the other enemies if at all possible, because he will accidentally kill them in the process of trying to attack you. As long as you punch him at least once, it'll interrupt his attack cycle. So, just don't let him fire arrows and you're fine. Alright. Yeah, the arrows he fires will basically kill you in a single attack, though, if they hit you. And you can block them, but you have to, like, punch them at exactly the right time, and he fires them so fast that he will basically stun lock you with them. Alright, he's almost dead. We can get him. Ah, shit. Well, we got an extra life, but it doesn't matter. Alright, it's fine. He's almost dead. As soon as he dies, he's going out that fucking window. Ow, ow. So, yeah, zigzag up and down. Oh, man, that was terrible. I didn't even hit him once. Even if you get one punch in, that's fine. You don't need to, like, hit him a lot. He's not very strong. There we go. Later, bitch. That's how you fucking final fight. Like a boss. The ex-mayor, or no, well, the ex-pro wrestling mayor just fucking threw this guy out a window and, yeah. He just fell into the pavement and died. Suck it. He's cleaning up crime in the city. Rescued his daughter from the Mad Gear gang. This game takes a lot of practice in order to get good at, though. It's really tough the first few times you play it. You gotta learn kind of the strategies and to how to position the enemies on screen so that they're not surrounding you at all given times. Yeah, there's Cody walking away. One thing to note is that the arcade version of this game also had a third character named Guy, who is Cody and Jessica's friend. Guy is, I believe, a ninja character. I think he's faster than Cody, and his attacks are even lighter than Cody. So Cody's like the medium character, Hager's like the heavy character, and Guy is the light character. However, I think Guy also has his special attack is like a wall kick, but there's almost no fucking walls in this entire game to use it on. So I'm surprised she could run that fast in heels. Oh, a cool thing is there is a company called Arcade 1-Up that is they're gonna make a they've already made a series of like 3/4 size arcade cabinets. They're not like the best quality, but they're only like $300, and the typical arcade cabinets will go from like $2,000 to $4,000 a piece. So if they're yeah, and they also have usually multiple games on each one. So they're kind of cool, and they're doing a few new ones for the spring. One of the ones they're doing is a Final Fight machine that I believe comes with a few other games. I'm trying to. I don't remember what the other ones on it are, but yeah, it's. I think one of them might be Ghosts and Goblins. Yeah, we finished this now. But yeah, sometime the next like month or two, there you can actually for $300 own your own like not like a real Final Fight arcade machine, but like a 3/4 size arcade 1-Up version of one. I'm actually going to probably pick one up when they come out. I believe Walmart and Target and stores like that, maybe Best Buy will carry them. So yeah, that'll be fun. I like this game a lot. It's a really fun, quick game to play. You know, satisfying to like punch the shit out of people. Mike Hager's like one of the most manly men ever. His mustache is incredible. And this game also exists on the 3DS Virtual Store, I believe. So it's definitely worth picking up and just playing on the DS if you've never played it before. And it does give you the option to use save states with that, so that way you can kind of practice the areas of the game you're not that good at beating it, instead of having to restart every single time you like get your ass kicked by Abigail, so you don't have to restart the whole game. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I hope that everybody enjoyed watching it. So I have no idea what the next game I'm gonna play is. I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. But this one is one that I just recently like got good enough that I can actually beat this game and display it. So I figured, do it and show everybody what it looks like, and find another one for next time. So, all right, that's all I got. See you later, everyone. Bye.